Imagine that North Korea and South Korea are still staying under one country. What would have happened? Imagine that India is still living with Pakistan and they are together. What would have happened? The North and the South are not the same. The thinking is not the same. The mentality is not the same. Check your screen as you are watching this video. The Sharia Council told President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to immediately sack the new Inec chairman, Joash Ojo Amupitan. They told him, you must sack this man immediately over the petition that the man wrote as at 2020 when the man talked about the Christian genocide. Sharia Council told Tinubu, this man is against the North and Muslims. But Tinubu have refused to bow to pressure. Tinubu did not sack him. And this again is causing some controversies in Nigeria. Tinubu have failed to yield to the pressure from the North to sack the new Inec chairman over what the North said about his petition. See, the North should be more concerned about the high level of insecurity in that place. The North should be more concerned about the illiteracy that's happening in that part of Nigeria. But you are telling the president to sack the new Inec chairman over a petition which he wrote about the Christian genocide as far back as 2020. Listen, we must stop deceiving ourselves. The North and the South are two different people. But let me start this program properly. If you are watching for the first time, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel, on notifications, drop your comments, click the like button, and also share this video. Kindly like and share as you are watching, and also drop your comments. Kindly subscribe if you are not subscribed, and also on notifications. Like and share this video, and also drop your own comments. Now, look at what happened on Saturday in Kano. You saw the heavy protest against Donald Trump. In Kano, the flag of the US was burnt. How many times have they protested against the high level insecurity in northern Nigeria? Don't forget, under Muhammadu Buhari, even protest was haram. So the North and the South are two different people, two different cultures. I remember when we said, let us have a confab. Jonathan did his own confab, and he said Nigeria's unity was not negotiable in that confab. Don't forget, I said the person that took history away from school has done this nation a great disservice. They took history away from our school curriculum. So many human beings does not even know where they are coming from. Ordinarily, it was Wazobia, Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo. But now, you hear Hausa Fulani. Even in that Hausa Fulani, how many of the governors in the North are Hausa people? Even in this Nigeria, how many presidents in Nigeria are Hausa? Muhammadu Buhari was a Fulani man. Yeah, that was a Fulani man. In the 1800s, that was when Fulani came. And in 1814, the Holy War or the Islamic Jihad by Usman Dan Fodio. If you're a Yoruba man, look at what Ibadan, the Balogun of Ibadan, how they saved Osogbo when the Fulani wanted to invade Osogbo in the early 1900s. If you're a Yoruba man, go and Google this one I'm talking about. The Fulani almost invaded Osogbo, but the Yoruba warriors from Ibadan repelled them, wanting to bring that Fulani dynasty to Yoruba land. Look at the issue of Kwara State today. So, for the fact that Tinubu did not bow to pressure is a very, very good omen. I mean, very, very good omen. Now, check your screen as you're watching this video also. Look at what ISWAP told United States. Islamic State, West African Province, that's the meaning of ISWAP. They told the US that they won't stop killing the Christians in Nigeria. Donald Trump said, I am coming to eliminate the terrorists who are killing Christians, not innocent Nigerians. You were protesting in the north. ISWAP have told their members, go into hiding so that the US strikes will not finish you. Chad Republic, you know what they did? The people of Chad, they have found a way to block their border. Chad has closed down their border with Nigeria so that the so-called militants, they will not be able to cross over to Nigeria. This is what we're talking about. Now listen, we've seen at different times in Nigeria where people like us has come to complain. You cannot have two separate laws in one country. It cannot work. Two separate laws in one country. A Sharia law and the people's law in a secular nation. You have a Sharia and you have the law for the rest of Nigeria. Till today, Hisbah police are still operating in northern Nigeria. Who you call the Hisbah police? They are still operating in northern Nigeria. If you sell alcohol, they arrest you. If you drink alcohol, they arrest you. But anytime VAT comes from alcohol, the North receives the highest share. Isn't that hypocrisy enough? Now, I'm asking you a question. Isn't that hypocrisy enough? Somebody says beer, you arrest the person. You confiscate the bottle, but you receive the highest share. I've always said it. Until the people of the South decide to come together, the North will always have the upper hand in Nigeria. Until some people come together and say, yes, let us agree. The Yoruba man and the Igbo man and the Delta, the Isha, everybody. But again, the Yoruba man and the Igbo man will not come together. Look at what happened in Lagos over the demolition of properties. The Igbo people said they are targeted. Lagos government said it is against the law. Look at what happened in Oshoki. So it seems that demolition cuts across everybody. But because lack of trust among the people of southern Nigeria will not allow them to come together. The Yoruba man, the Igbo man are suspicious of one another. So they won't come together over this suspicion. Talking about Nnamdi Azikiwe, Obafemi Awolowo, Dimo Dumego Ojukwu, all those historical facts will not allow the Yoruba and the Igbo to come together. But if they can come together, another people from the south, there is no way the north will come to rule. But it's like a divide and rule. Here one north. Even when we know that middle belt are different, but there's that word saying one north. But is there one south So it is a deliberate divide and rule. Listen, it is deliberate. We must not deceiving ourselves. This divide and rule, it is deliberate by the politicians from northern Nigeria. When a man from Kano came to our newspaper stand, he said, until Yoruba and Igbo will agree, then the domination of the North will stop. But he also said, there is no way Yoruba and Igbo will ever agree, because that is the planting of the North. So for President Tinubu not to have answered this useless statement coming from the Sharia Council is a welcome development. A very, very welcome development. Over the weekend, the kidnapped Deputy Speaker of the Kebbi State House of Assembly, he was released. I said, after 1 week in bandits detention, I said, if Deputy Speaker of a state can be kidnapped, who is the number 4 citizen of that state? What is the hope of the common people of that place? Listen to me. Deputy Speaker of a state, they kidnap him. Okay, you that you are nobody, what will happen to you? He spent 1 week in kidnappers den. 1 week he was there. They held him hostage for 1 week. Now, check your screen as you are watching this video. I gave you a news yesterday, Sunday, the 9th of November. Today is Monday, the 10th of November. How Lakuraba terrorists, they killed a Nigerian custom officer. Now, the man has been buried. Check your screen there. The governor of Kebbi State was there doing his prayers. Terrorists killing a customs officer. The North is not talking about that one. You are concerned about how President Tinubu should sack the Inec chairman. Which country moves on like this? I'm asking you a question. Which country moves like this? A customs officer was killed by Lakuraba terrorists. Which same country, which nation that want to progress moves like this at this present age and time? That is the question that we must ask ourselves. So again, if you are watching this video, what do you think that the northern Nigeria wants from the southern Nigeria or other part of Nigeria? Because obviously the North has ruled the most. They have enjoyed Nigeria the most. What do you think the North want from other part of this country? As you are watching this video, don't comment on that. What do you think the northern Nigeria wants as of today? That's a vital question we must ask ourselves. So drop your comment as you are watching this video now. The North has ruled the most. They have benefited from Nigeria resources the most. So at this present age and time, today, Monday, 10th of November, what do you think the North wants from the rest of Nigeria? That is the question we must ask ourselves. It's very, very vital and crucial. Now listen, Sheikh Gumi is in Turkey. Sheikh Ahmad Gumi is now presently in Turkey. He's not in Nigeria. after all the statement that he has made concerning the issue of terrorism, concerning the issue of banditry, talking about negotiating with Boko Haram, and all these statements, Sheikh Ahmad Gumi is in Turkey. He has left Nigeria to Turkey. And then you, God have mercy. Look at how this man speaks. Look at the way he behaves. And all these things that he has done, he seems to go scot-free. Now, I'm asking you a question. How do we reconcile these things? You see the way the wanton lives of others that have been destroyed in different states of the north. But you are more concerned about Donald Trump's intervention. But the good news is, Tinubu's government should now start eliminating one by one the leaders of Boko Haram. It's very important as of today. Tinubu's government must now take the bull by the horn and start destroying them one after the other, till they are almost finished on the surface of the earth. That is what Tinubu's government should do now. When I said the bandits should now be seen as terrorists, the more you call them bandits, though, that's what the people report. The people will say they are bandits. Listen to me. If you enjoy this paper, they will say they are bandits. But the government themselves should now designate them as terrorists. It's very crucial and important today. These people are not ready to change. And they cannot change. Look at how many peace negotiations. Look at how many peace deals. What has changed? The bandits will never change. The bandits will never change. They are not ready, and they will never be ready to change. This is what we're talking about. So let's see, listen to me. Even on the issue of one Nigeria, because people like Sheikh Gumi, the Sultan of Sokoto, you don't want to hear anything. One Nigeria is what they have in mind. Every time it is one Nigeria, no problem. In the one Nigeria, let us have a proper restructured system. If you ask Sultan of Sokoto, he said one Nigeria. The other day he was in Lagos. He said nobody can divide Nigeria. When he went to Benin Kebbi, he talked about them social media being a purveyor of fake news, which can divide or can cause any form of division in the country. But let's look at, more importantly, how Nigeria can survive. That one should be at the back of my minds. How do you think this country can survive? We must have a credible system which the people of Nigeria are involved in. That is why it's very important that 1999 Constitution should be properly amended. The Sharia law has taken a foothold on that Constitution and is not changing soon. Sharia law has taken a foothold on that Constitution and it will never change. So it is the people of Nigeria that should speak, listen to me, that should speak up, that should be wise enough that this Constitution is not for us. It was a military Constitution being handed over to a civilian government. It was handed over 1999 to Obasanjo's government, where we return to democracy again. So that Constitution is not our own Constitution. Let the people of Nigeria have an input. How possible best we can govern ourselves. let us have a people's constitution. It's very, very important. It is very, very important that we have a people's constitution. Constitution that favors the Nigerian masses. Listen good. That is the only way we can move forward. Listen to me. This one that we are using, now is not. There's not talking about. So until we have our constitution, that there's our own input there. This one, okay. Look at Nigeria, for example. Till today, Lagos still have 20 local governments. Till today, there are still 5 states in the eastern part of Nigeria. No, should not be so. All regions must have or should have 6 states each. All regions should have the same amount of states in Nigeria. Which is supposed to be so. Which is very, very crucial and important. But look at the amount that every state has. So it is time, listen, for you and me to think as a normal human being. Now, look at what Sharia Council is talking about. Tinubu should sack the new Inec chairman, Joash Ojuamukpito. God have mercy. Over the statement that he made several years ago on the Christian genocide. And after how many years, look at that statement. That he must be sacked. That statement is against Islam and against northern Nigeria. But the good news is that President Bola Tinubu have ignored that statement. He has ignored it completely. And that's how it's supposed to be. Nigeria belongs to everybody, and nobody should be seen or to be feeling that they own this country.